designer and a garden designer for some of the wealthiest homes out here on the East Coast. He does the very same thing for you. But this,
yeah,
come on.
I love this one, and I've seen Japanese magnolias my whole life. They're usually either white or
That's what I've got.
Magenta, the pink, but this one is bright as daffodils. In fact, I underplant mine with the late daffodils. There's a little one called Baby Moon.
Okay.
And I underplanted mine with that, which I also did for Brenda Lee.
For Brenda Lee, that's very cool. This price is unheard of for a 3-foot tree. It's standing right next to Philip. That's what will be shipped to you. And look how it is already budding out, ready to bloom.
Nicely branched.
I have a white magnolia by my pool. And it must have been planted, Philip, maybe 25 years ago.
Yeah, they're long-lived.
Oh, every year when those flowers pop, that fragrance is so different. Magnolia is one of the most expensive esters used in some of the world's finest perfumes.
You're not telling me anything. I'm from the Magnolia State, Mississippi.
Oh, that's true.
Hello.
Forgive me. Good point.
But we didn't have this yellow one, though,
I never
when
seen
I was
the yellow.
growing up, and I absolutely love this. If you want a commemorative tree, you know, something that you plant in honor, say a baby's born, this is what you plant. These will easily live over 100 years. They're very, very long-lived, and this Yellowbird Magnolia, bright yellow, sculptural, and it blooms before the leaves come on. So it really pops. It's like, okay, now I've got canaries in the garden. Beautiful.
That's a nice touch. Now, what areas of the country is this best suited for?
It just needs a light frost. In other words, you don't have to have hard freezing. These do beautifully, you know, all the way down to the Gulf Coast and northern Florida and all of that. Not for the desert. But everywhere else, extremely cold hardy, and this is the best yellow one that's on the market. It's just spectacular. The closer you get to it, the better it looks. It's just a dazzling plant, 25 feet tall. 25. Every year I go to our local nurseries, and you know, around here we've got some good ones. Yes, we do.
I've never seen this tree before.
Well, I go to my big nursery that supplies all of the arboretums, and they had this one, and they told me this is the best yellow one on the market because the stems don't split in the wintertime. And you've got this silvery bark that pops, and then the foliage comes out, and you'll still have some blooms going on there too. These are great for the center of the garden because it's a great centerpiece. It's very sculptural. Low maintenance, you don't have to spray it for anything. It'll take the heat, but it'll also take to minus 30 degrees.
To me, it looks very, very tropical.
It's the hardiest of all of the magnolias.
That's great. So if you've always wanted one, and our price of $71 and change for a tree is amazing. Especially a tree that can last a century.
And one that is already coming out. Look, it's well branched. So in other words, it's not a whip. It's in a nice big pot already. It's got a nice, see the base zone here? It's already woody. It's already branched.
How old? Because that's what they will receive. How old is the tree that they will receive?
These are about 2.5 years old.
Already.
Because we want them to be woody when they come out. If you see young trees, the stems are still green. If you go to the nursery, that's what you'll see. The stems are still green. This is already woody.
So it's built up its immunization system and it's hardy and it's ready to thrive.
It doesn't even need an immunization system because it gets no pests. That's what I like about this. I want something, we talked about the bees earlier and things like that. I want things where I don't have to introduce chemicals. I also want things that I don't have to baby. This is a good, long-lived tree and a commemorative item. Okay, we've already had, how many, stand upstairs? Over 200 people who have picked it up. This is my first opportunity to present it. It is brand new today. We were able to get 1,000 of these trees. And that's it.
And that's it for the entire season. So I love your idea of it being a milestone tree.
And I like it too because you can see through it. In other words, you know, some trees create such a dense shade that you can't plant anything underneath it. This is light dapple shade. You can grow all manner of things underneath it. It doesn't eat the yard up. An evergreen magnolia eats the yard up. This deciduous magnolia does not. It's just a spectacular plant.
And the fragrance,
Yellowbird.
Oh my gosh. Can't even describe. It's your ultimate opportunity. It's a tree I didn't even know existed until this morning when you and I were talking. I've seen the white ones. I have a white one in my backyard. Now, that beautiful Yellowbird Magnolia, $71.16. Don't wait on this. The shipping and handling is free.
Indeed.
We've got Easy Pay for you as well, but that Easy Pay goes away at the end of the day.
And nothing will ship to you until it's perfectly safe to plant in your area. And you can take a look at our zone map, pick your area of the country out, and that just gives you a heads up as to when they will be arriving. But gardening made easy by Cottage Farms. Easy, easy, easy. We aren't happy if you aren't happy, and we warrant our perennials for a full year. That's that Yellowbird Magnolia. If for any reason you're dissatisfied, Cottage Farms will replace your plant with a similar or comparable one at no charge. If your replacement's not available or it's too late in the season to ship, ships the following shipping season. But the best insurance policy of all is fertilizing. Pick up our Bud and Flower Booster. Thank
Philip,
you.
Please, anytime you want to stop by the show, please do.
I will see you
Love
in 2
working
days.
with you. Coming up on Thursday morning at 6 a.m., Philip and I have an entire hour, all exotics, all easy to grow. This is going to be the best spring ever. All of us